Well, I bet you didn't expect that, but I'm back in the kitchen. Looks a little different. I'm actually starting renovations on my place, so in the future, you're gonna see some videos of this place being renovated, but for the time being, because I'm half in the middle of renovations, half working, recovering from being sick, all of these different things, I look like a mess, my place looks like a mess, but I'm gonna do this video because when your place is this unusable, what do you cook? I have an idea, and it might shock you because it might seem like a difficult thing to do. People don't deep fry normally, but I'm going to incorporate some deep frying into my meal today, and I still think that this is a depression meal. I've been experimenting with deep frying recently, and it's actually been way easier than I thought, and I don't even have a thermometer, so this could go awry. I do have a thermometer on order, but I'm going to try to give it a try today, and I'm going to bring you along for the ride. Guess who's back? Back again. Nick is back. Tell a friend. Oh shit. Oh shit. Don't fall. Holy crap. This place is a mess. So there's just things everywhere because I haven't been able to wash dishes until recently. Highly entertaining television. Not television. YouTube. Highly entertaining YouTube. Please don't criticize me on my deep frying abilities. Like I said, I'm doing this with absolutely no proper equipment. Just have a pot. I'm gonna fill it with some oil. Not super high, I don't want to waste a lot of oil. And I'm just gonna heat it up on the stove and guess at the temperature. If your temperature is too low, your fried item is gonna be soggy. If your temperature is too high, it's gonna burn too quickly. I've had both of these problems in my experimentation. I made absolutely delicious mozzarella sticks that were perfect. But I also have tried cooking crabless cakes. That was my first attempt. When they first went in, they burnt almost immediately. And then when I tried a second time and the temperature was too low, they became soggy. I managed to get all but those first two tests done properly, but probably have to do a couple testers today just to make sure. I'm going to try making poutine today. I have some French fries that I picked up. They're thin ones. I don't know if it's going to be great. Probably more like a McDonald's style. I have Swiss chalet powdered gravy. I'm not the... I'm pescatarian, sort of. But when it comes to like powdered things and whatnot, I don't really care. I stopped eating meat just because like chunks of meat made me feel bad, so make that what you will. You can make this recipe vegetarian very easily if you get like a vegan gravy, vegetarian gravy. I think it's usually a mushroom gravy. That's probably what I would do next time. I just had this lying around for some reason. You can also get cheese curds that are vegetarian or vegan cheese curds. Also, in the spirit of this being depression cooking, I'm going to be making this in the microwave. Not because I can't do it on the stove, but I want to be able to practice how to make dishes with the least amount of dishes possible, because cleaning is one of the big things that prevents me from making food when I'm feeling depressed, and especially when my place is looking like this and it's under renovation, it's constantly going to be a mess, and it's going to be constantly a mess for months. There's just no avoiding it. So I'm going to try to figure out how to make my dishes as efficient as possible. I also didn't bother to change. I'm just wearing my construction clothes. I was out doing a little bit of construction work earlier, and why change if I'm going to be cooking with hot oil that might splash places? This oil is just the cheapest canola oil I could find. It's just being used for deep frying. I don't want to waste a lot of oil. I don't want to spend a lot of money, so that was sort of the way to go for this. I'm using a healthy amount of it, but it's not as expensive as you might think, and I'll show you too. I was using a small pot so I can keep the fries off of, hopefully off of, the element here, and you can see my stove is an absolute disaster as well. It's messy as all hell. I'm trying to figure out how to do this best. Okay, so let's get going. I'm gonna set my stove for, well, I'll put it high to begin with, just to get everything heated up, and I'll reduce the heat down as it's cooking. With the oil heating up, I'm gonna start working on my Swiss chalet mix. Like I said, use absolutely anything you have. Make it vegetarian, vegan if you want to. I'm just using what was lying around in my pantry. This is probably like 10 years old, but you only live once, right? How bad could it really be, right? It's powdered. The funny thing about this is that I actually have some pretty severe OCD tendencies at times. You wouldn't tell from the way this place looks or from the fact that I'm about to eat some really old Swiss Chalet mix, but, yeah, I don't know, fun fact. 1 liter, microwave safe bowl. Who measures their bowls by liters? Cook uncovered on high for 7 to 8 minutes. That's a long time. Stirring every 2 minutes. Just for 2 cups of grape. Jeez, that's a long time, hey? Oil's getting hot, so I'm gonna turn the temperature down a bit. I'm out of my element. At least the last few times I did these videos, I knew what I was making. Now I'm flying by the seat of my vintage pants and I don't have a damn clue. There she blows there, bud. Ah, yes. Ah, the smell of whatever the hell that is. Go. That's what powdered gravy looks like. And then you're gonna add 1 cup of water. Oh, this is maybe not a big enough bowl. 2 cups of water. Ooh. And oh God. Ooh. Tell me how appetizing you think this looks. Ooh, yeah. Mmm, yummy. I've also, if you want to know why I'm renovating this place, this is a pretty good reason why. Those shelves don't line up. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can really see sort of how there's some lumber over there. And weirdly, this is way cleaner than it was yesterday. Cool, 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 cool. Oh yeah, our gravy's turning a nice, like, baby diarrhea color. Sweet, exactly what we want. Maybe, I've never made this before. Meanwhile, all of the people from Quebec have left the chat. Set for 8 minutes. Boom. Let's test some fries. So, what I got here is these Cavendish restaurant-style fries. I just want it to be different. I don't know. They didn't have a whole lot of selection, so maybe it'll be good. They're extra thin gourmet fries. Everyone loves McDonald's fries, right? So Cavendish tries McDonald's fries is what this looks like to me. Holy Toledo. A drywall dust mixed in with my food. Damn it. Damn it. Time to stir again. Oh, why did I put my thing down? Oh, okay, clean the fork because of OCD. Alright, got a nice new clean fork. Oh no, what am I going to dip in the oil? I want to use a nice fork for oil dipping. I'll use a crappy fork for oil dipping. Oh no, I went past the time. Oh no, my gravy's frothy. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like. Get in there. Why are you frothing? Oh my god. Oh my god, she's chunky. Ew. I'm gonna show you this in case this doesn't come together. What in the world is going on here? Look at that. That doesn't look appetizing. Gross. Having none of it, I say. Good old crappy fork. I stand a crappy fork. Alright. Let's see how this fry cooks in this oil. Boom. Well. Oh, multitasking while the phone's going. This is... Okay, it's getting soggy, so that's a sign of something happening. We're gonna give this another good old stir. Oh, it's really bubbling now. Holy macaroni and cheese. Lumpy as a mother, though. Ooh, that's not a saying I want to use. It's lumpy as crap. Yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Lumpy as crap. That's what we're going with. Oh no, that fry's probably needing to come out. Wait, do I do a double fry? Oh goodness, I touched the hot fork. Don't do that. I do not recommend. Last time I tried frying, I accidentally put a hot fork, whoops, in here. And then I went and, ow! Touched it to my mouth. Like, that was a bad idea. Here's our first fry. I don't know if you can focus on that. There we go. Gonna see how that tastes. That fry's not bad. Not crispy enough, though. I gotta figure out how to fix that. We're gonna try this other fry. Drop it in there. Now, keep it moving around. Oh, it's bubbling. I don't know what that means, but it's bubbling. Oh, that's a fun addition. Ooh, it's almost floating now. Is that a sign that it's done or working? I mean, I watch enough cooking shows. You'd think I would know how to fry by now, but I just never thought of myself as someone who would ever deep fry, you know? Gravy's looking pretty good. You know, check that out. It's not quite as lumpy. It's actually looking
Light gravy. So here's the fry that I just tried making. It looks like it's probably going to be a little soft like the last one. Okay. It's got a tiny bit more crunch. It's not fully done cooking in the middle. So I think we're on the right track if I leave it a little bit longer or maybe double fry it. All right, bubble away, maestro. Maestro. Where'd the fry go? Oh, it floated to the top. That's a good sign of something, I think. Ready for this? Ah. It's the sound of something hard hitting something else hard. That's good news, Bruce. And let's see if this fry is as crispy as it sounds. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how we want our fry to be. Uh-huh. Okay, now I'm gonna see if it's better to do a dual cook or leave it in there for longer. We got 2 fries here. Pop both of those in. Oh, there we go. They're floaters. I feel like one of those should come out now. So that'll be the double fry. Oh, I'm just playing with it now. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so that was the longer one, and this is going to be our double fry one. Back to the bottom it goes. Oh, and back up to the top it comes. I feel like I'm doing a play-by-play for some sports that are really uninteresting. While that one's second cooking, let's see what happened to this first one. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so good. I don't know if the double one can match how good that frickin' was. Holy. So here's the double cooked one. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. I know it's not healthy. Deep frying's not healthy. But if you're gonna go out and buy deep fried food, which so many of us do on a regular basis, why not make it at home? It's cheaper, and I'm not kidding you, it tastes so much better. These fries taste better than anything I've had in a restaurant. And I made some M&M Meats mozza sticks the other day for myself and a friend. They tasted better than any mozza sticks I've ever had in a restaurant. Those crabless cakes, or whatever they were that I put in tacos, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but that's the thing I did. Those were incredible too. Go for it. You can add more crunch. You can coat them in a second layer of panko if you want to. There's so much that you can do with deep frying. And I don't want to do it on a regular basis, but just having the ability to make food like this that's so incredible at home is incredible. It's awesome. I love it. Double fried one is incredible. However, it almost loses anything on the inside because these fries are so thin. The crispiness almost overwhelms them, and I don't think I could eat like a whole plate of them in poutine form. So I'm actually just going to go with the single fry, which is better because it's going to be way easier as well. But for this purpose, I think it's great. If you're using a thicker fry, which we'll find out if I'm going to recommend later, I would probably do the double fry method. I don't know how many fries are too many fries, but let's see how this batch goes. Let me stir it and try to keep them from clumping together. I have no idea how I'm going to get all these fries out of here with just a fork, so wish me luck. Okay, those definitely are feeling crispy. You can see that the oil is starting to bubble a little less. Welcome to this cooling rack where I'm going to try to put these fries. Ooh, this is not going to work well. Okay. Back for another round. I hope the oil hasn't come down too much in temperature because of adding that first batch. This one is not bubbling as much, which makes me think that the oil's come down in temperature, and that concerns me because it means that the fries could be more soggy. So I've just upped the temperature to hopefully sort of give it an extra little bit of crisp. I don't know if I've just wrecked this batch though. Let's just take one out as a sample. I kind of want to see where they're at. Pretty gummy, that first one. I hope that's just a phase it's going through, because it's not going to be enjoyable if they stay like that. I don't know, are you a floppy McDonald's French fry person, or are you a crispy McDonald's French fry person? Because that's kind of the difference that I'm noticing between doing it on a lower temperature and doing it on a higher temperature, If you like the floppy fries, do it on a lower temperature, but they're not going to be as healthy. If you like the crispy fries, do it on a higher temperature. It's not going to absorb as much oil. I'm personally a bit of a crispy person, although, to be honest, McDonald's fries suck when they are not fresh. These ones are fresh. I don't know if the same thing will happen if I leave them sitting too long, so maybe those ones I put off on the side are not going to be the greatest, but only one way to find out, right? This will be way easier with a thermometer when it finally arrives. You can use either one of those laser thermometers, or you can use one of the just metal ones that you stick in and measures the temperature. I'm not super mad at this though. I think maybe some floppy fries mixed in with some of those crunchy fries might be a good texture for the poutine. How do you say it? Poutine? Poutine? Putin? I don't know. I say poutine just because it's the easiest, it seems, for people to understand around here, but I don't know where you grew up, or maybe you don't even know what this is because you're watching my videos and you're not a Canadian, but let me know. I should also mention that one of the reasons I wanted to do this particular recipe is that poutine is one of my favorite foods of all time, and I've never really managed to make it successfully at home. I've tried using baked fries. I've had the gravy and the cheese right, but it's always been the fries that have let me down, so deep frying them, I'm hopeful, is going to be the solution for me to be able to make a really good poutine. I think the thing I have to do when I mess up like this is maybe pull them out and then heat the oil back up and drop them in again to get the crispy finish on them instead of just letting them stay here. They're not crisping, they're getting sort of sticky. I'm gonna pull them out, we're gonna pop them in this bowl. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. I'm just trying to save these. I don't want anything to go to waste. I think if I was in a restaurant, I would probably be told to throw these out, but I'm gonna try to salvage them. So now I'm gonna take this oil, I'm gonna heat that temperature up. In the meantime, let's go back over here. So these fries, perfect. They've cooled down, and yet they're still incredible. Better than a McDonald's fry. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't know why I have McDonald's fries as sort of the epitome of a good fry, but they are most people's favorite fry, weirdly enough, or a lot of people's favorite fry. These are thin fries, and that's just the most comparable thing I have for these. There we go. We're gonna set it for, we've got 2 minutes remaining. This microwave is actually really hot, so maybe 150, probably even too much. Oh, I don't know if you caught that. Don't put metal in the microwave. Take metal out of, ooh, wow, that is getting, whoa, okay. It's getting skinny, and by that I mean it's got skin on top, and it's lumpy again. I don't know if this is just the fact that it's old, or if this is what Swiss Chalet's powdered gravy is supposed to be like, but do not recommend. Maybe it tastes good. Let's find out if it tastes good. Okay, I can't deny it actually tastes good. Very salty, but good. Pop those fries back in the oil. There we go. Ah, that's the frothing we like to see. That is the frothing we like to see. Now if you come over here, you can see these are the fries on the cooling rack. Look at all that oil underneath there. So I think the cooling rack method is great, and they're actually not super oily, so I was going to dab them with paper towel, but I don't think I need to. Oh yeah, those are feeling nice and crisp. We got our gravy done. We're gonna spread some more fries out on here. That is gonna make a nice, delicious poutine. My camera stand's now, ooh, greasy with oil. Oh gosh. And it doesn't want to stay in the one spot. It wants to slide around on the stove like a hockey puck. Isn't that so beautiful, you know? This is what all cooking shows should look like, right? They should be held to this kind of standard of quality content. Now I have to do this without the fries falling through. I did not think that one out very well. Oh, I did not think that one out very well. Well, 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 well. Here we go. Oh yeah, just listen to that crispness. Oh, this is great. I love this. Ah! Don't touch the hot gravy with your bare hands coming out of the microwave. Ow! That's hot. So, let's give this the old stirry stir. Oh my gosh, is it ever thick? Maybe the method in the skillet is better. I don't really know, but this is, I don't want to touch it because it's super hot, but it's really lumpy. And I definitely recommend a different gravy. Or maybe it just needs a little water added, I don't really know. But it's thick. Oh, it's like lumps of probably flour, maybe? Just trying to get the lumps out of there is all I'm trying to do, you know? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my giddy aunt. I feel like I could run it through a sieve, but I don't want to. It kind of is reminiscent of the old Dairy Queen poutine gravy, if you've ever had that. Saltier. Definitely saltier. All right, so we're grabbing some gravy. We're gonna try to, I mean, I guess we're getting lumps either way. Oh, no. We want cheese first. I've never tried Black Diamond cheese curds. I know that this brand is sort of a cheaper brand, generally, so I don't know if these are really good quality or not. But this was all they had at the store, so this is the cheese curds that we're going with. Oh, wow, that's a big cheese curd. I don't really want it to be that big, so I'm gonna break it up a little bit, maybe. You gotta get a little bit all over the place, right? Like, you always want to have a little cheese in your bite. Oh, in the gravy. That's okay, we'll fish it out of there. It's just not very runny is the problem with this gravy. It is what it is. I don't know if this looks artistic or what, but I was hoping for more of a drizzle. Well, that's another episode of Depressed Cooking with me, your depressed chef. Not actually that depressed at the moment, but dealing with this whole situation of renovating my apartment. And this is what I came up with. Now, let's see how good this tastes. All right, so let's get a little bit of everything. I don't know how to film and do this at the same time, so let's get a little piece of cheese there, get a little bit of that gravy, some of those fries. Good, that looks like a nice little bite there. I wonder how hot it is. Okay. It's not 100% perfect, but it's absolutely delicious. To make it better, what I would say is go with a better gravy. This one's really salty. And with the salty fries and salty cheese, it's just, I mean, even what I have here is probably going to be slightly difficult to finish. So get a better gravy. Your cheese curds, I would say make sure that they're colder and smaller would be ideal. I don't know how you find that, but that would be ideal. And then for the fries, if you want really crispy base, these are the fries to go with. If you want something that's sort of more succulent, succulent, is that the right word? If you want a fry that's more similar to your standard poutine fry, go with a thicker fry. So get the oil at sort of a lower temperature, heat it up in the oil at the lower temperature, pull it off, heat the oil up to a higher temperature, and put it in. I don't know what the temperature ranges are for that. I'm just experimenting. But when I have a thermometer, I'll have a better idea. If you have a thermometer, if you want to look at a cookbook, I'm sure you can easily find out. I didn't bother to look up how to do this online before doing it. I just kind of hopped into it because I find that more fun, but you do you. And I hope that this has been useful for you. It's definitely been an interesting experience for me learning how to deep fry and making poutine for the first time. But I really want to enjoy this, so I'm going to cut the video off here. If you like this kind of content, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, click the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. And until next time, have a great day.